morning. It's your good buddy 650 Eve here. It's 6:17 and I'm headed out to pick up a new vehicle. It's 1:30 and I'm almost there. This dealership is about 400 miles from my house, and the reason why I packed up my stock wheels and threw them in the back of the X5 and made this journey is because I got the best deal from this dealership. So sometimes you have to travel to get the best deal. I finally made it out to Land Rover of Westchester here in Pennsylvania to trade in my awesome BMW X5 for a new Range Rover. And I'm getting the Range Rover Sport, this beautiful white beastly SUV right here. They've already tinted the windows for me, the front windows to match the rear, which was great. We've got the 21-inch diamond cut wheels with red Brembo calipers. Pretty nice. I chose red interior, which I think looks pretty nice. Black headliner. Start the sucker up. Yep, I made sure this vehicle was optioned out just the way that I wanted it, with the TFT instrument cluster. Pretty much all the options. And it's very roomy. As you can see, I have lots of room in here, and I didn't even adjust my seats yet. But I'm already pretty darn comfy. The head restraints work very well. It's got blind spot monitoring. You can see over there. It has all the options that were available. Heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, Meridian 19 speaker sound system, and all that cool stuff. But I want to talk to you about, and head-up display, which we just missed, went away. But I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of questions as to why I chose the Sport over the full-size Range Rover. We have a 2013 Range Rover, all new body style. This is one of the first ones in Ohio. The Sport has a more raked windshield. It's more aerodynamic. I'm going to do a lot of trailering my bikes around this year, and this one's definitely more aerodynamic than the big box here. Also, the Sport rides more like a sporty SUV, very much like my X5M Sport used to ride, compared to the big Range Rover. The big Range is more floaty. The suspension is a lot different. It doesn't corner and handle as agile as the Sport. This one also has TFT display, just like mine, and pretty much all the same equipment. The only difference that I can tell so far is the gear shift for this is this pretty cool, you know, button style jazz, and mine has a traditional shifter. These are very hard to find with red interiors as well, the big Range Rover. And you know, with the wood and everything on the steering wheel, it has a bit of an old man sort of feeling to it. No offense to old men. I'm probably an old man in a lot of people's opinion as well, but this one just felt, when I test drove it, it felt just big and floaty compared to the Sport. The Sport was just really agile and handled exceptional. So that's why I chose the Sport over the big Range Rover. Price wise, they are, the way that mine is fitted with all the options, it's the exact same price as a full-size Range Rover. And I didn't get the third row seat. Oh yeah, the third row seat is available in the Sport, but it's not available in the big Range Rover, which is pretty funny. But I don't have a need for a third row seat, so I didn't get it. I did get soft closing doors. Pretty awesome. So this is my first ride in my new Range Rover Sport Dynamic, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Cruising here on the PA Turnpike on my way home. About a 400-mile journey, and in a little bit I'll be able to enjoy the ambient lighting in the nighttime here, as I'm sure it's going to get dark here within the next hour. But so far so good. I'm enjoying the 510 horsepower supercharged V8 and the Rover, the head-up display, which you might not be able to see here on the camera, but it's totally awesome. These TFT gauges are fantastic. The seats extremely comfortable, and I haven't even really played with them yet.
Man, this car is amazing. I should say truck.
Yeah. driven?
It definitely is.
Wow.
I mean, I used to drive a 700 horsepower Mustang.
Hence the name MustangDame. Yeah, exactly.
But nothing this size should be this fast. Yeah, I like how the gauges change colors and everything. This thing is
so it's red now and dynamic. I'm gonna switch them back into auto so we can see the gauge. Yep. So they went back. So now they're white, but you still have ample power even in auto.
Yeah, I just felt it toned itself down.
Yeah.
This is sweet.
You're an expert at forced induction, seeming as that you have one of the fastest Ninja H2s in the land. MustangDame right here. That's right. He has a little baby muscle. But he's right here on his 2015 Ninja H2 beastly motorcycle. How does this engine with its supercharged V8 510 horsepower, how do you think is there any supercharged delay or supercharged lag or anything that you're feeling?
No, see, that's the thing between superchargers and turbos. Superchargers make their power instantly.
Yep.
Turbos, you got to build that exhaust pressure, so the exhaust pressure flows through the turbos to get them spooling up. This thing, as soon as I stomped on it kind of felt similar to the H2.
Wow.
Like when you give it gas, it's there automatically, instantly. Yeah, this thing it's amazing. So I'm very impressed so far.
So now we're back in dynamic mode on a nice country road here, no traffic pretty much. And we're eventually going to encounter some twists and turns, and we'll see how the Range Rover Sport handles the twists and turns. Now, as I mentioned earlier, one of the reasons why I got the Sport over the big Range Rovers, because this is a more sporty feel. It's not a floaty feel like the big Range. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, the Range Rover, the full-size Range Rover, it's got like I would say like a Cadillac suspension. I mean, it's real supple. It's designed to be, for comfort.
Right.
Whereas don't get me wrong, this is still a very comfortable ride. It's got a very good sport feel to it too.
Exactly.
You're engaged with the road and just not kind of floating along.
Right, and that's exactly what I wanted. When I'm taking these trips with this trailer on the back, I don't want to fall asleep because I'm just floating on a pillow of air. And I think this will make for an exhilarating ride. How are the brakes?
Brakes are amazing.
Nice.
Wow. I love how it held that RPM.
Yeah, almost as fun as being on your H2, huh?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Range Rover did a phenomenal job with this vehicle.
I have to agree. Totally different from their previous generations. So, are you hooked, MustangDame, on the Range Rover Sport?
It definitely helped me change my perspective of how I viewed Range Rover. I used to view them as, just quality-wise, I thought that it used to suffer, but I always liked the way they looked. But this thing is a full-blown animal. It's aggressive, it looks good, it drives good, and it's got power for days.
Wow.
And that sunroof is amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty nice too. Full panoramic.
Yeah, that's
the red interior. It's a nice added touch with black piping.
And everything is, it's simple. You know, it looks good. For everything, it's outlined with the brushed aluminum.
Yep.
It looks amazing. Like sometimes, like when I look at like BMWs or Audis, I'm looking at like
busyness.
Yeah,
Too many
really
buttons
busy.
all over the place. Yeah.
But like this it's simple, but yet still classy.
It probably still can't beat your H2 off the line, huh?
Off the line, you probably might get me.
Wow. Up to like 100 miles an hour?
Probably like 60.
60, yeah, of course. Of course. Stay tuned for that. Of course, we're going to try that out. You know we are, right? There you go. Wow. Way too much fun. Way too much fun.
Don't play no games.
Not at all. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. You can subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. New videos are uploaded every single week. Stay tuned for more. As always, thanks for viewing.